Have you ever had an itch that made you wonder what your body was saying? As we age, our bodies speak subtly through aches, fatigue, or even itchiness. While most people shrug off a little itch as nothing more than dry skin or a passing irritation, the location of that itch on your body might reveal more significant health issues. In fact, researchers have linked certain areas of chronic itchiness in seniors to serious underlying health problems that could silently shorten your lifespan. Indeed, a persistent itch could serve as your body's warning sign, prompting you to pay closer attention. In this video, we're going to uncover 4 specific areas on the body where itchiness in older adults could be a signal of deeper health concerns. These are not mere conjectures or folklore. They're based on real patterns observed by doctors and researchers who've studied aging and longevity. Each of these itchy spots has a unique story to tell about your blood flow, your organs, your nerves, and even your nutrition. And by the time we reach the end of this video, you'll know how to recognize these warning signs and what steps you can take to stay ahead of them. So don't brush it off. Stay with us until the end. Knowing what your body is saying can help you and extend your life. It might help you live those years with more strength, clarity, and peace of mind. If you haven't subscribed yet, this is an ideal moment to do so and activate the bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Let's begin. The primary symptom is persistent itching in the lower legs. A constant itch on the lower legs is a sign that something deeper may be going on in your body. It's easy to chalk it up to dry skin or aging, but when this area becomes noticeably itchy, without any visible rash or irritation, it might be time to take a closer look. Doctors have found that older adults who frequently scratch their calves, shins, or ankles may be experiencing poor circulation, specifically a condition known as peripheral artery disease. This condition means the blood isn't flowing as freely through the small vessels in your lower limbs, and that limited circulation can cause the skin to become dry, sensitive, and unusually itchy. Now let's think about 2 men, Walter and Albert, both in their early 80s. Walter enjoys taking short walks around his neighborhood every morning. He stays active, checks his feet and legs regularly, and hasn't noticed anything unusual. Albert, on the other hand, has been less mobile these days. He's been feeling worn out more often, sitting for long stretches, and has started noticing a persistent itch creeping up his legs, mostly at night or after sitting for a long while. He applies lotion, thinking it's just dry skin, but it doesn't really help. What Albert doesn't know is that this itching could be his body's way of signaling something is wrong. The blood isn't reaching the lower part of his legs as efficiently as it used to. When your legs aren't getting proper circulation, not only does the skin dry out, but the muscles and tissues also start to weaken. Over time, such weakness puts extra strain on your heart, your veins, and your entire vascular system. And poor circulation has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, stroke, and even cognitive decline. The legs are often called the second heart because they play such a big role in helping pump blood back up to the rest of the body. If they're struggling, your whole system can suffer. But here's the good news. Such itchiness can be managed and even reversed if caught early. Movement is one of the best medicines. Gentle leg exercises, regular short walks, and elevating your feet when sitting can all help improve blood flow. Staying hydrated, wearing comfortable compression socks, and cutting down on salty foods can also make a big difference. If you have a persistent itch in your lower legs, especially without a rash or allergy, don't ignore it. Your body might be trying to get your attention in the only way it knows how. The second symptom is an unexplained itching on the upper or mid-back. An itch in the middle of your back can be difficult to reach, but what if the itch in the middle of your back is attempting to communicate an important message? Many older adults experience persistent itchiness on the upper or mid-back. And while it's tempting to blame it on dry skin or an old shirt tag, this kind of itch often points to something much deeper. In fact, one of the lesser-known causes is often overlooked. However, serious causes of upper back itchiness can be related to problems with the liver or kidneys, 2 vital organs responsible for filtering toxins from the body and maintaining internal balance. When these organs are struggling, waste products can build up in the bloodstream, irritating the skin and causing it to itch, especially in places like the back, where there's a high concentration of nerve endings. Take Norma and Margaret, both 76 years old. Norma gets regular checkups, drinks plenty of water, and has always had glowing skin. Margaret, however, has recently been feeling more worn out than usual, noticed some swelling in her ankles, and has started scratching her back more often, especially at night. She's tried changing her laundry detergent and moisturizing regularly, but the itch remains. What Margaret doesn't realize is that this constant itch could be her body's way of signaling that her kidneys are under strain or that her liver isn't processing toxins as effectively as before. And when these organs aren't functioning properly, it can affect everything from digestion and sleep to energy levels and mental clarity. Itchy skin caused by liver or kidney dysfunction is typically persistent, doesn't respond to usual remedies, and often appears without any rash. It's also more likely to occur at night, making sleep difficult and draining your energy even more. And while it might seem unrelated, this kind of chronic itching has been linked to shortened lifespan in older adults, not because the itching itself is dangerous, but because of what it represents, a deeper imbalance that could be quietly worsening. But this isn't a reason to panic, it's a reason to check in with your body. A simple blood test can often reveal how well your liver and kidneys are working. Staying hydrated, eating a diet low in processed foods, reducing alcohol intake, and watching your salt levels can help ease the burden on these organs. If you're taking multiple medications, it's also wise to talk to your doctor about their impact on your liver and kidneys. So the next time your back starts itching for no clear reason, stop and listen. Your skin might be the first place your body shows signs of internal stress. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. The third symptom is frequent itching on the scalp or neck. People often mistake persistent itching on the scalp or back of the neck in older adults for trivial issues. It could be attributed to dry skin, a reaction to shampoo, or simply aging. But there's more going on beneath the surface. For many seniors, this kind of itch isn't just about skin, it's tied to something deeper: stress, inflammation, and, in some cases, changes in the nervous system that can affect both physical and mental resilience. The nerves around the scalp and neck are highly sensitive, and they're often the first to react when the body's under strain, especially emotional or neurological strain that's been building slowly over time. Let's take 2 men, Eugene and Stanley, both in their late 70s. Eugene stays socially engaged, spends time gardening, and practices light meditation in the evenings. He's always had a relaxed way about him. Stanley, on the other hand, has had a tougher time adjusting to retirement. He feels restless at night, spends more time indoors, and has been carrying a lot of quiet stress without even realizing it. Over the past few months, Stanley began scratching his head more often. Initially, he only scratched his head in the evenings, but over time he began to do so throughout the day. There was no rash, no flakes, and no clear explanation for the condition. He tried switching shampoos and bought a new pillowcase, but nothing helped. What Stanley didn't know is that this itch was likely a physical expression of emotional tension and nervous system fatigue. As we age, our stress response becomes less efficient. Instead of calming down after a moment of worry, the body tends to stay in a low-grade state of alert, keeping cortisol levels high and immune function suppressed. The most sensitive nerve endings, such as those on the scalp and back of the neck, often express this tension. Chronic itching in this area has also been linked to conditions like neuropathy and even early signs of cognitive decline. While it doesn't necessarily indicate a serious issue, it underscores the importance of never dismissing it. The good news is there are ways to calm the nervous system and ease that itch. Simple breathing exercises can help regulate the body's stress signals, as can spending time outside, reconnecting with friends, or even just journaling a few thoughts before bed. In Stanley's case, when he started making small changes, going for a short walk in the morning, turning off the news after dinner, and calling his brother once a week, he noticed the itching faded. Not immediately, but gradually the tension in his shoulders subsided and his thoughts began to calm down. If you've been dealing with an itch on your head or neck that won't go away, and you've ruled out skin conditions or allergies, take a more profound look. Ask yourself how you've really been feeling lately. Physically, yes, but emotionally too. Your body responds not only to what you put on the outside, but also to what you carry on the inside. And occasionally that persistent little itch is your nervous system tapping you on the shoulder, asking for a little peace. The fourth symptom is persistent itching in the chest or abdomen. When people think about signs of declining health, they usually imagine things like shortness of breath, dizziness, or memory problems. However, the skin on your chest and belly, located directly across the front of your body, can silently reveal a multitude of internal health issues, particularly when it begins to itch without a clear cause. Older adults who frequently experience itchiness across their torso, particularly in the chest or abdominal area, may be facing more than a minor skin issue. This type of itching frequently signals nutritional deficiencies or malabsorption issues, which can gradually weaken your body's strength, immune system, and capacity for self-healing. Let's look at two women, Clara and Phyllis, both 81 years old. Clara still enjoys preparing her meals, making colorful plates with fruits, greens, and a bit of protein. She doesn't eat as much as she did when she was younger, but she makes sure her food counts. Phyllis, however, has slowly lost interest in food over the past year. She finds herself skipping meals, reaching for crackers or canned soup, and feeling full quickly. Along the way, she started to notice that her chest and belly itched more often, especially in the evenings, and sometimes even felt a bit tender or dry. She assumed it was just sensitive skin and tried switching body washes, but nothing helped. What Phyllis didn't know is that as we age, the digestive system can become less efficient at absorbing key nutrients, especially vitamins like B12, essential fatty acids, and trace minerals like zinc and magnesium. When the body doesn't get enough of these, the skin starts to dry out, nerve signals become erratic, and the immune system weakens. The result? Areas like the torso, which are dense with nerve endings and blood vessels, become sensitive, irritated, and itchy. But more importantly, these internal deficiencies quietly affect muscle strength, energy levels, and even the brain's ability to stay sharp. The most dangerous part of malnutrition in seniors is that it often hides behind a normal-looking weight. Your body may be starving for what it needs to survive, even if you're not losing weight. That's why persistent itchiness in the central part of your body can be more than just an annoyance. It can be an early sign that your engine is running low on fuel. It needs to keep going strong. The encouraging part is that the problem is one of the most fixable issues on this list. Improving your nutrition doesn't require complicated changes. Simple additions like a handful of nuts, a boiled egg, some fresh berries, or even a quality multivitamin can work wonders over time. If you've been feeling itchy on your chest or belly and have been eating poorly, this is a gentle reminder to eat for comfort and longevity. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. If you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you do so and activate the bell to ensure you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Prabhupadam. Final thoughts? Now that you've learned about these 4 specific itchy spots on the body, take a quiet moment and ask yourself, have you noticed any of these signs lately? An itch here and there might seem like nothing, but as we've seen, each one can hold more profound meaning, from poor circulation in the legs to signals of liver or kidney strain, from stress worn into the nerves of the scalp to subtle signs of nutritional gaps across the chest and abdomen. Your body is constantly trying to speak to you. It doesn't shout, it whispers. and those whispers often come through the skin. Remember, none of these signs signify the end of your journey. In fact, every one of them offers an invitation to check in, slow down, and give your body what it needs before a small warning becomes a bigger problem. You can walk a little more, you can eat a little better, you can rest a little deeper, and you can reconnect with yourself and with others. If even one of these signs felt familiar to you today, don't ignore it. Start with one small change, and if you didn't recognize any of them, that's even better. But now you know what to watch for and what to do if things begin to shift. Because the goal isn't just to live longer, it's to live longer with clarity, independence, and joy. One of the best ways to do that is to heed your body's early signals, even the itchy ones. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us tremendous motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.